welcome back. Today we begin part 3 of Pat Stewart's 2025 book, Love Stories. The stories in this section will show us how she evolved from a stay-at-home mom of 7 to expressing her strong convictions on how one person can and should make a difference. Her son Tom will introduce this chapter with a beautiful story about Mom that many of us kids weren't even aware of. Then, find out how she made a difference in You Can Change the World. Part 3, Evolving. You Can Change the World.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm the third of the 7 Stewart children, and I've got a story to tell about my mom. My mom had her hands full raising 7 kids, and when 6 of them were teenagers at the same time, it was especially challenging for her. One thing my mom always did was try to find a special way to bond with each individual child. I was a somewhat rebellious teenager and seemed to find myself fascinated with rock guitar music at that age. We lived near Atlanta, and every week the Atlanta Journal newspaper published the guitar chords and lyrics to a current hit song. My mom would cut this feature out from the newspaper every week and give it to me. One of my favorites was Peace Train by Cat Stevens. So by sharing that interest with me, we both learned about each other, and it helped us both see and learn about a rapidly evolving world through each other's eyes. It was my wife Debbie that pointed this out to me when she saw my collection of the newspaper cutouts. So even though she is gone now, the love my mom shared is still shaping our lives.
Read You Can Change the World by James Keller and make a report on each chapter. This was a sophomore civics reading assignment in the chaotic years after World War II, with Joseph McCarthy spewing hate and distrust to all Americans. The author wrote it to show how each person could make a difference in his or her world. To a 16-year-old, it could have been extremely boring. I must admit, most of it was. 2 chapters caught my attention and became my philosophy. One can make a difference by writing letters to those in government or business. Writing letters became an important part of my life and continues to this day, some 45 years later. The other chapter I remember was that of making a difference from the home. It was aimed at the women of the 1950s who were stay-at-home mothers. It impressed me that as a mother staying at home with children, I was changing the world by the way I reared my children. Unfortunately, I can't find this book in print anymore. It would be worthwhile reading for today's sophomores. It gave me a sense of empowerment that still exists. Okay, remember a few weeks back when we heard about the summer rules Pat wrote so she could have somewhat of a normal summer with 7 kids running around the house? Next week, we'll discover that there were year-round rules that were written as more problems arose in the Stewart household. Join us for a lighthearted look at Don't Cry Unless You Are Bleeding.